Welcome all you beautiful thinking people, you back to Advocation X and your host Clyde. Folks, I have a great topic coming up for you today. One, it's going to build some intrigue and help you look at things a little more objectively in certain areas. So, before I begin though, I seriously need you to hit the like button. I would appreciate if you would subscribe to the channel and help us move forward into the future and build better and better content for you. Unfortunately, it takes a lot to put out each and every video. The more elaborate, the more it takes. The more energy, the more time, the more resources, the more money that has to go into editing software. All I'm asking you for is just a like and a subscribe. And if you can invite your friends, your family to like and subscribe, it could really go a long way in bringing content that you yourself will become a producer of by just giving your feedback and input. That's how we build this channel together. So hit that like button, subscribe, and if you can, become a member. Smash that bell and don't miss content coming up in the future. Let's get into the topic right now. Those of you who have not yet heard, the electrification of the world is at hand. There's going to be a tipping point. Right now, it's an uphill struggle with those who are producing products that are sustainably produced or electronically run without fossil fuels, using solar panels or using wind turbines, using battery storage units. The work has begun, and it's been going along at quite the pace. However, it's still significantly smaller than what's going on that was previous to the change. Remember, change is hard. It is very, very difficult, but that does not make it bad. So those of you who have been following any of these upcoming developed products and things that are making your life cleaner, not perfect, but cleaner, try to recognize the benefits of that. We do not expect anybody to be perfect, do we? We don't expect a product to be perfect. But when you have a product that is second to none, would you mention it? If I came up to you and I was looking for a decent product in a certain field and you knew about one that was absolutely amazing, would you tell me? Or would you just sit back and keep it to yourself? Because the only way that change is going to happen is if we spread the word. Let's say now we're talking about solar panels for your home. And I know of a company who's better than all the rest. And I try to tell you. But you don't want to hear it. You got your mind made up. You found a different company. You like them. You like talking to the guy or the girl. And everything seems to be absolutely fantastic for you. Fine then, right? I can't force you to make any decisions whatsoever, right? But remember, even though you can only lead a horse to water and you can't make them drink, I think it's your obligation to try to lead them to the water anyway, especially when you realize that they need it. So I'm here to lead you to the water. The water is the electrification of the world, whichever way it goes. And I don't care what company it is that's providing it, I think it's a step up. Let's not be afraid to step up to the plate and swing the bat. Now, I'm a little biased, but I'm a little biased because I've done the research. I've watched the growth, I've watched the take rates, I've watched margins, I've watched the market, I've watched the support. And I can tell you, there's a little company and it provides solar roofs. Not solar panels, although they do as well. But they also provide solar roofs. Those roofs go on and look as if they were newly shingled. Now, if you're building a new construction, these are what you want right away. If you are redoing your roof and the panels need to be done, you got a lot of plywood that's sagging and sinking, and you're going to be doing a big job, you're better off to do it this way. And when you get that roof, you want to get a battery storage system so all the excess energy you have gets stored up for days that aren't so bright and shiny or when the grid goes down and you have no way of getting any power. So the company that I like is Tesla. Tesla has been deeply developing a product that now can be installed on your entire roof. Not all of it is energy generating, but they have panels within the panels that are generating energy that go into your, right now they call them power walls. They sit on your wall and they are attractive, but a big battery storage device. You can have as many of them as you need in your basement, in your garage, wherever they go best and wherever it's safest and more convenient for you. There are many companies that provide solar solutions, that provide wind turbine solutions, although in many areas you're not even allowed to install a wind turbine on your own property. So you have to be careful what storage systems you're looking for, what generating systems you're looking for. But Tesla does all the work for you. They will make sure qualified people know the rules and regulations in your area, and they will do the entire job. They will link it all. They have what they call an auto bidder software program that goes in between your power generation and the grid. And if you have excess power, you can agree to sell some of that to the grid, which can also help pay down the cost of your roof. They don't stop there. Tesla is now working on a bot, a robot that will be able to do dangerous and mundane tasks for you. Okay, let's say you're a carpenter, whatever it is you're working with, and bring it to the bench. You could end up with a bot that could do that. Okay? Mundane and dangerous tasks. How about if the cut was already measured and a robot just had to put it on and slice across. There's the cuts done, move, next, boom. You don't have to get near the saw. Whatever it is, Tesla is working hard at creating these bots that are going to do good for the future. They're not bots that are going to be dangerous. Apparently you can run away from them. You could overpower them because they're not going to be overly powerful, that are going to be doing things that could harm you. With that being said, let's go a step further. Let's say you generate your own power. And prior to the full self-driving car, your bot is fully charged by your own power from your roof. That powers also your car battery, allowing you full range. The bot gets into your car, you jump in the back seat, and it drives you wherever you want to go. Now, it's not driving, it's just staying in control. While the car is doing the heavy lifting, it is watching with an extra set of cameras, or should I say eyes, watching all over to make sure that every move that car is making is safe and proper by the laws and the rules of that area. Just imagine a future like that. This is where Elon Musk is taking Tesla. It is not just a car. It is not just a robot. It is not just a solar roof or just auto bidder. This is a whole comprehensive system of technology that will enhance your life immensely. Have you heard that Tesla has been suffering recall after recall after recall? It just might scare you, and I would understand why you might be scared. But can I just give you a little bit of insight to go with that? Almost every recall or complaint against Tesla has been either unfounded, proven to be false, or has been easily repaired and fixed with an over-the-air software update. If you're not familiar with an OTA, then let me just explain it to you. Over the internet, over a signal that goes right to your car, data is downloaded. When you turn on the car the next day, it tells you software has been downloaded. Would you like to install it? This software will correct this, correct that, fix that, make this better, make that better, make your car more energy efficient, a little faster, a little stronger, a little slower, a little this. And you click yes. But if you were to watch the news, oh, the news. Remember, the mainstream news, they are your friend. I recommend them wholeheartedly to anybody who never wants to know the truth. If you never want to know the truth, watch mainstream media. I would say 99% of everything that comes out of them is spun. And it's spun for their profit. It's spun for clicks. It's spun for viewers. That's how they make their money. If I lie to you, you won't watch me. They lie to you, and because that's all you hear, you think it's the truth. If every time you turn the channel, you hear the same thing, it kind of convinces you that it's the truth. But did you know that all that information is coming from pretty well the same sources? Like, and I mean the same sources. Like, imagine people sitting at a desk, writing out a script, and sending it around to all the major news outlets around and saying, this is your story for today. This is your secondary story. This is your third story. Yeah, you have a back page where you can put some of your local stuff, okay? But you need to spin it. You need to get clicks. You need to get people's eyes on that paper. We need to generate more profits. Listen to people who have no skin in the game. Listen to people who are not getting paid $1 billion a year for advertising and all kinds of perks and trips and all that other good stuff. If those people have nothing to gain by lying to you, there's a small chance they might be telling the truth. But it's a bigger chance than listening to mainstream media. Are there shysters in alternative media? Of course there are. Are there people in alternative media that have an agenda, an axe to grind, somebody to debase or hurt? Sure there are. But I'm just telling you, you'll have a better chance of getting the truth out of even them than you will out of mainstream media. Now, nobody's trying to get sued, as Keenan Grace would say. I'm just coming to you with the facts. And let me tell you a clip that I just watched the other day. I wonder if I should say the name. Well, let me tell you what happened first. Maybe you've already seen it. And if not, maybe somebody you know has seen it. And if I decide to say the name later, again, I'm not trying to get sued. I'm just trying to bring you the details, okay? So a person is in front of the camera. Now remember, I'm paraphrasing based on my recollection of events and what I saw. Somebody's in front of the camera, and they're saying, you know what? Get that poke. Get the poke. Do you know why you need to get the poke? You cannot get sick if you get that poke. You cannot spread the sickness if you get that poke. You will be safe. Get that poke. Everybody needs to get that poke because that poke is absolutely safe and 100% you're going to be fine. Switch to a few weeks later, months later, and that person is saying, I'm not allowed at work anymore because I was exposed to somebody who was sick with the super bad cold illness, and I'm not allowed to attend work now because they're afraid I might infect them. But I got the poke. I got all the pokes. But it doesn't matter. You get the poke, okay? Because it's going to protect you, and you're not going to be able to spread it, and you're not... But I'm not allowed to work because I got the poke, and now I've been exposed, and somebody else was there, and they were also poked, and they got sick, and they had to go home. But it doesn't matter. Don't listen to that part. You just get the poke because I'm telling you to get the poke because it's really great stuff and you're going to love it and it's going to this and it's going to that. I can't tell you their frame of mind, but I can tell you they were sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. And even though it proved itself to them, they still never got up and admitted that they were misled. Are you one of those people? Were you misled? If so, please do something about it. Again, sorry, back to the topic at hand. Mainstream media, don't listen to them. Tesla is an amazing company. Let me give you something else to think about. Is there anybody you know of that thinks that Amazon is not a great company? And again, remember, nobody's trying to get sued. I'm just bringing the details. If you know anybody in your midst who thinks that Amazon is a horrible company and can't do its job, I'll be very shocked. They do an amazing job. Do they do it ethically and nicely and kindly and sweetly and all the things that you want them to do it like? I can't testify to that. But I can tell you, it's one heck of a company. So my point in telling you that is this. Regardless of what you think of the leader of Tesla, Elon Musk, and again, we're trying to get sued, just bringing the details, whatever you think of him should not reflect on your opinion of the company. If the company is doing a noble and great job, why not just admit it? Whether you like the person or not. Now, if you asked me my opinion as to whether or not I like Jeff Bezos, don't be trying to get sued, just bringing you the details. My answer will not influence the fact that I told you that it's a great running company. If you ask my opinion for how I feel about Elon Musk, it will have no bearing on what I think about the company. Do you know why? Because I'm objective. I can look at what's right in front of my nose and make a pretty darn good decision. And I'm sure you can too. But sometimes you just don't have the tools. You need to have all the facts, or at least a good bulk of them, so that you can make that great decision. Anyways, back to Tesla. Phenomenal company. They do a great job and a great contribution to the future of sustainable energy and the electrification of the world. Great job. They have spurred so many other companies into following in their footsteps. If you like something from Audi or Ford or GM that's electrified, thank Tesla. And I mean seriously, thank Tesla. They wouldn't do it without Tesla pushing and pushing and pushing to get the best vehicles in the world on the road that show that they need to follow suit. That using, remember, internal combustion engine, you know what that means. Internally exploding engines. Now, we don't want the explosion to get outside the engine, but they're constantly exploding on the inside. Internal combustion engines. Showing them the way away from that is a great service, and I think we should all applaud any company who's pushing in that direction. All of them. I don't care what brand name you want to bring up. If they're trying to move towards electrification, applaud them. Unfortunately, a lot of them are not going to be around much longer. But applaud them for their efforts. It might be a little bit too little too late, they say, but applaud them their efforts. So, folks, this is not advice to invest in any stock or put your money anywhere, but I can tell you, personally, I'm invested. That's full disclosure. I'm invested. And I can tell you something. It's been really good to me. Really good to me. And since I've been talking about it, it was $37 per share way back when. And split adjusted, it is now well over $3,000 a share. Well over $3,000 a share. Split adjusted, because remember, it went up. He split it into 5, which brought the value, the price of each stock down considerably to 1/5 what it was, and it's grown right back. So split adjusted, that's where I get that information from. Folks, take a close look at Tesla. Take a close look at Tesla and what they're doing. Not just in making vehicles, not just in solar roofs and storage systems. Take a close look at Tesla as a whole. When Elon said way back, my biggest concern is building the machine that builds the machine. Wow, he was not kidding. While everybody was looking to disgrace his cars, disgrace everything, he was teaching the machines how to build back better. Not to be confused with Biden. Not to be confused with Biden's BBB. This is Tesla creating the machines that are just amazing. So, folks, remember, we never give up. We never give in, but we keep an open mind because that's where we gather our knowledge. And knowledge is our power. We're not giving up our power. Hit that like button, subscribe, crush that bell, become a member if you can. And remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and above all, stay as happy as humanly possible.